It was a story that no one in the world of beauty, fashion, or pageantry ever imagined they would hear. A story so sudden, so tragic, that it sent shockwaves across Russia and beyond. Kseniya Alexandrova, Miss Universe Russia 2017, and first runner-up in Miss Russia that same year, was a name synonymous with elegance, poise, and an almost ethereal grace. But on a warm summer night in July 2025, fate took an unforgiving turn. Traveling with her husband through the serene countryside of the Tver region, their car cut through the quiet roads under a moonlit sky. It was supposed to be an ordinary journey, but life rarely sends warnings. Out of the darkness, a moose darted into the road. In a fraction of a second, metal and glass shattered as the massive animal crashed through the windshield. Kseniya, seated in the passenger seat, bore the brunt of the impact, suffering a traumatic brain injury that would place her in the intensive care unit of Moscow's Sklifosovsky Research Institute. She fought for her life for weeks, as doctors worked tirelessly and her loved ones clung to hope. Her husband, who had only married her 4 months earlier, in a joyful celebration on March 22nd, survived the crash, but was left devastated. Friends and family gathered in hushed hospital corridors, praying for a miracle. Kseniya's final Instagram post, dated July 4th, seemed like a window into her vibrant life, her eyes bright, her smile timeless, completely unaware of the tragedy that lay ahead. But on August 12, 2025, that fragile thread of hope broke. At only 30 years old, Kseniya Alexandrova slipped away, leaving behind a void in the hearts of those who knew her and in the world she so brightly illuminated. Her death was more than the loss of a beauty queen. It was the loss of a woman whose journey had inspired countless others. Born in Moscow, Kseniya began her modeling career at 19, quickly becoming a rising star with modus vivendis. Her brilliance was not limited to the runway. She earned a degree in finance from Plekhanov Russian University of Economics and later studied at Moscow Pedagogical University, becoming a psychologist. Her intellect and warmth were as celebrated as her beauty. At Miss Universe 2017, she didn't just represent Russia. She represented determination, kindness, and quiet strength. She was the girl who made strangers feel like friends, the woman who used her fame to shine light on others. When news of her passing broke, the Miss Universe organization released a heartfelt tribute, calling her a light whose grace, beauty, and spirit left an unforgettable mark. Her modeling agency mourned the loss of a brilliant, talented, and extraordinarily radiant woman, remembering how she could inspire, support, and bring warmth to everyone around her. Fans flooded her social media with messages, memories of her kindness, her laughter, and the way she carried herself like both a queen and a friend. Many wrote simply, "Rest in peace, beautiful soul." The most heartbreaking detail of all was how much life Kseniya still had ahead of her. She had found love, built a career, earned respect, and held dreams that now remain unfulfilled. With her passing, she joined 2 other Miss Universe Russia title holders, those crowned in 1999 and 2006, who also left the world far too soon. Her loss is a painful reminder that life can be breathtakingly beautiful one moment and unbearably fragile the next. This is not just a news headline. It is a story of a life that mattered, of a woman who touched countless hearts, and of a tragedy that leaves us asking why the brightest lights so often fade the fastest. Kseniya Alexandrova will be remembered not just for the crown she wore, but for the grace with which she carried it, and the compassion with which she lived. Her legacy will live on in photographs, in pageant history, in the memories of those she inspired, and in the quiet whisper of her name. When people speak of beauty that was more than skin deep. And before we continue, if this story touched your heart, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it so more people can remember the remarkable life of Kseniya Alexandrova. Let's keep her memory alive, not just as Miss Universe Russia 2017, but as a symbol of kindness, strength, and love.